So I'm here to tell you a little story today. This story got me motivated to give you guys some tips. 5 tips, actually. The story goes like this. Tyler's coaching a camp last weekend. It's spring break. Everyone's having a ton of fun. The day's over. We go out and we ride a moto on the sand track. Tyler's feeling great on the bike. Tyler says, hey, let's go jump this 90-foot double. It'll be fun. We'll throw some webs, get some videos, blah, blah, blah. And then other 2 coaches by the name of Trey and Brendan, they say we should reenact an old photo where you do no-hander and we'll do one-handers and we'll touch your hands in the air. I said, okay, let's practice that. I'm gonna go do the no-hander first and make sure that I can do it, which typically I can, but this day I couldn't. I go off the face of the jump, I let go, the front end drops away from me. Okay, front end's down low. I'm used to jump on the front end down low, but guess what? When I went to go grab the handlebars, I grabbed the front brake. I'm gonna tell you a little tip. You grab the front brake in the air, it works just like you grab the back brake in the air. It drops the front end down low, except you have no wheel spinning when you hit the hard-packed steep landing like I hit. So there I go, over the bar, pow, hit the head on the ground. Messed the neck up, neck's tingling, back hurts, shoulders all scabbed up, wrists are sore, meniscus hurts, both ankles hurt. That's all in one doozy of a crash. And I get up and obviously I'm like, man, I can't believe I'm here. All these kids are around watching and stuff like that, and I have to shake it off and walk it off. The next 2 days of camp were a lot different than the first 2 days. So it got me thinking that I should give you guys some tips on when this happens to you. So here we go. All right, tip number 1, take it slow when you're coming off of injury. Usually you have guidance of the doctor. Sometimes you don't though. For me, I'm not going to the doctor. I can assess my body, know what's wrong with it, know how it feels, and know about how much time it's gonna take for me to recover. So I'm gonna take that time. I'm gonna work out slow, I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna do all my cardio stuff real slow. Everything's gonna be really, really slow. Why you wanna do that is if you rush back into it, there's a pretty good chance, especially if you rush back into riding, there's a pretty good chance that imbalance in your body, that weakness in your body causes another big crash, and then you're on the ground again. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2 kind of follows up number 1. Do more therapy than necessary. I feel like that as an action sports athlete, and a lot of you people that are watching this, according to our analytics, are in the older person category, right? And even the younger ones, learn this young. Do more therapy than necessary. You probably should never stop some sort of recovery therapy routine throughout your whole riding career. Keeping the body agile, limber, and ready to take these impacts that we know are inevitable. They're gonna happen at some point. Do more therapy than necessary. Tip number 3, once you start riding again, start in an environment with the least amount of distractions as possible. What I mean by that, if there's a local race that you really wanna go to, but you've been off the bike for 6 weeks because you cracked your collarbone or hurt your knee or your ankle or whatever, don't go to that race. You're putting yourself in a position to where the body's weakened itself, the mind's not sharp, and you're going where you're only going to be in fight or flight mode the whole time. You're not going to be able to think about what you're doing. Do not do that. Go to a field somewhere, ride for a week or 2, just in that field. No distractions, no one around, no pressure, none of that. Make sure that your mind can process information, and that you take the time to sharpen the mind. The mind's what's going to keep you off the ground. Take it slow. 4, this one's simple. Don't race your dirt bike for at least 6 weeks. Kind of said that one in the one before this, but that's how serious it is. I put it in 2 of the 5. Don't do it. Number 5, do yoga or do some form of stretching at least 45 minutes to an hour every single day. Not only is this going to help you get back into the sport, this is going to help you stay out of an injury environment or like a time away from the sport environment, right? There's no reason that the best in the world are going to hot yoga during the week because they just want to, right? Because it's enjoyable. I tell you, especially when you first start, it's not that enjoyable. Over time, it's nice. But it's kind of miserable at first, but that's because your body needs it. Your body needs to loosen up in those areas that it triggers and provokes. So make sure you get to some form of stretching or yoga at least 3 to 5 days a week if you're gonna ride dirt bikes on the weekends or ride dirt bikes seriously. Those are my 5 tips on coming back from injury. There's plenty more. I'll be answering comments in the comment section below for the first hour when this video pops, so make sure you get in there. We'll see you next time. You listen to that big long story, So maybe we'll give you something for free. If you sign up for our email list, link in the description below, a little triangle somewhere over here. Click on that, you can find the link. A lot of cool things will come from that email list. You get all our updated news on when camps are coming, if we're doing any new things at the MX Factory. All the stuff will come through there, especially free videos and all that stuff. So click down there. We're going to give away a t-shirt and a sticker sheet to one of the people that sign up for our email list in the next 7 days after it.